He's how are you guys?
We're all doing fantastic. How can we do today?
I need to file a report of a battery.
Okay. Where did the battery occur?
It occurred over at the courthouse downtown on October 22nd. I tried not to come in and I sent an email, but nobody ever responded.
Who just sent an email?
The main Washoe, the email that's attached to the if you know, I can pull it up if you want me to pull it up. Everybody knows my name.
I know your YouTube channel. I've seen your YouTube channel before.
Oh, good. Thanks for watching. I just show what people do. Just don't do stupid shit. That's the moral of the story.
So I have it in the courthouse?
Yeah, in the elevator. Okay. I've got a video of it. Would you be surprised by that?
Funnily enough, no.
What's that?
Funnily enough, no. Okay, I mean, gotta do what you gotta do, right?
Gotta protect yourself.
And you said this happened in...
It happened October 22nd.
And you have not filed a report on this yet?
I did. I tried to submitted all the information online. I did file with the FBI, the DOJ, all of that stuff, but I expected the sheriff would at least respond to my email, but
yeah,
that didn't happen, so here I am making a new video.
Okay.
You know, if they just responded, I wouldn't make a video.
Yeah.
See how that works?
And who is the person that battered you?
Amos Stege, the deputy district attorney. Yes, he doesn't like my videos. It's not nice to touch people in the elevator. But since there was physical contact, it constitutes battery.
So you said you filed a report with the FBI, the DOJ?
All that stuff.
Have you filed like a internal complaint?
Not yet. I mean, like I said, I emailed the sheriff's office.
Yeah.
Expecting that should solve the problem because you know who I am. A lot of people know who I am. I'm sure Sheriff Balaam knows who I am. We've conversed. Why would...
I'd have to confirm this, but the one issue I see with the sheriff's office taking a report is he is a county employee, so there's a conflict of interest there.
Yeah, that's why I'm filing with everybody else.
Yeah,
But
so
well, it's just like library director Jeff Scott.
Right, yeah, so like...
The county does nothing.
So I'm going to have to go talk to the sergeant and see if, what the sergeant wants to do and how they want to go about reporting this, whether they're going to want you to go to like a random police department, for example.
Well, they won't do anything. We all know nobody's going to do anything. This is just...
I just want to make sure we do this properly per
I do. That's why I'm here. And we all know I'm just jumping through hoops because the government does nothing except protect its own.
Right, so let me get some more information. You said this happened...
22nd. Following the Stuart Hantey hearing in front of Judge Breslow, going down the elevator. A deputy was even standing there and he just kind of let it happen. But like I said, we protect those in the government over those in the population.
And what did he exactly do?
He reached out to prevent me from getting in the elevator, striking me there. And then once in the elevator, I was in the corner. He reached in front of the deputy, took his briefcase in his fist, and went like that and hit my camera.
So like he used like his bag to...
His bag in his fist, yes. That's what the video shows and the pictures I showed that I sent to the sheriff's email. So you guys have all the videos and the pictures.
Let me go talk to a sergeant.
Okay.
And, go from there, okay, Mr. Rebar?
I appreciate it.
So the first one is, first name is Smitty.
All right, Mr. Rebar.
What are we doing?
So I just got off the phone with one of my sergeants. So they asked like if you're okay with the county agency taking the report, since like we discussed there is that possible conflict of interest. We can't take that report.
If they'll do something, I'll be really happy. I want to put the report in so there's documentation for the future.
Like if you want to go to a different agency and file a report with a different agency, since there is a possible conflict of interest.
Well, I'm already doing that, but I want to hit every agency because what I'd really like to see is accountability within our own agency that says, hey, It's black and white. It doesn't matter who you work for. There should be no bias. And we're just going to look at the evidence, the video, and say, did this in fact happen? Did Mr. Stege physically touch me?
Right.
Did Mr. Stege reach across an elevator in front of a deputy and raise his hand at me and push me back and force me to twist and turn?
Right. Yeah. So
what does the video show, and should he be accountable to the same standard that?
Yeah. So if you're comfortable with that, if you're comfortable with that, I can call my sergeant back. We can get a call for service placed and have a deputy come meet with you.
That'd be great.
And then so you're comfortable
File
with that?
yeah, I want the record.
Okay. You want the record? Okay.
I want the record.
All right.
Whether I expect anything to happen with the record, well, I just pray that the right thing happens and we can move forward. But the thing that I do know, I don't know if anybody's running against Balaam, but I get to go stand on a stage with him and talk as a candidate. Just like I get to go stand on a stage with District Attorney Hicks and get to ask these questions and let voters know what's going on in our system.
Right.
So that's how I propose to make change, but I want this in the system. And then I want to give you guys, not you, I want to give Sheriff Balaam the opportunity to put the blindfold back on Lady Justice and ignore the name of the person and just look at the actions and say, is this lawful or is this unlawful? Don't think that's unreasonable. Anyways, I appreciate it. Yeah, get a deputy if you would.
Okay. Sounds good. Give me 1 minute.
The other one was
So the sergeant just wanted me to warn you that since it is going to be Washoe County entity, it might take a little bit longer since it's probably going to have to get assigned to a different court because it can't go to the Washoe County court since
He's a DDA. Yeah, I understand.
DDA there, so they just want you to be aware of that since it is.
Yeah. Well, what my expectation would be is the sheriff looks at it and goes, "This is a real problem.
Right.
He did these actions. These actions violate the assault statute or the battery statute as they look at it.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Did he make contact with me and commit battery? Did he approach me in a menacing manner in order to put fear into me? Did he cause me to physically move and evade his attack? I think those are the criteria that the courts look at in determining if this crime happened. And so all that I'm asking the sheriff's office to do is to take my report, look at it, follow their written procedures, and take the actions that those procedures require under the law. That's all I'm asking for.
Okay. And what's a good phone number for you?
775-223-7899.
Thank you. And then coming out on the right hand side, yes?
Can you tell me the last?
Which courthouse was this one?
Downtown, it was, we were leaving Judge Breslow's courtroom.
Okay.
So the old courthouse.
District Court?
Yeah.
That would be great.
Okay. Let me go place call for service and let a deputy come meet with you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Well, no, don't.
So the deputy that called me back, he seems rather inexperienced. Could you call like a lieutenant or a captain down to talk to me?
And Reginald?
Yeah, the deputy seemed like, he told me it takes 30 days to respond to a complaint of battery. And that doesn't seem very reasonable to me.
So the phone, you just got off the phone with the deputy?
Yeah, he hung up on me. When I told him that taking 30 days to respond to the complaint of the crime of battery takes a 30-day response, I told him that was silly, and then the line went dead. And you know how I do this, I record it all. So I just want somebody that can professionally deal with me, and telling me 30 days to take a report is... Well, vote for me for assembly because I want to fix the problems.
So it looks like there's two people coming. One person is training the other person. So
Okay,
the
but
one person you may have talked to the person who's in training, but the
Yeah,
other
it's-
person should be be knowledgeable.
It's not very good to hang up on people either.
I don't know what happened. But
Yeah, I was recording the call.
but I don't know if something happened.
Maybe they just went through a dead area. I should just have a little grace and expect that they're doing the right thing, right?
That may have happened. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would hope they wouldn't just hang up on you. I wouldn't just hang up on someone.
Well, but you guys have watched some of my videos, so.
I haven't. He admittedly has, but
Yeah, I just want good government, and when somebody breaks the law, we should all have equal consequence, right?
right.
You would think.
You would think.
So, but if we could get a lieutenant or a captain, or hell, ask Balaam if he'll come down and talk to me and take the report. You're joking, see? We all know the truth.
Okay. Although I do know, I've been here a long time, and I do know that Sheriff Balaam was
Okay.
was the deputy. Then he went through the
That's great.
through the
Okay.
ranks.
Yeah.
You have to over the hills.
It's interesting how he got to become a deputy when his daddy was the sheriff too.
Yeah, but he did. I mean, I met him. He was already a supervisor,
Right.
but he was a good supervisor as far as I'm concerned. Because
Well, I mean, my perspective is I'm sure 100% different than yours, because my perspective is not behind the badge. My perspective is subject to the badge, right?
yeah.
So from my perspective, when I get trespassed from a public library, assaulted by the now ex-director, hey, my videos did some good, ex-director of the libraries, and I file a criminal report that he's committed battery by laying hands on me, violated my civil rights, and the sheriff does nothing and lets the case die, and then this happens and I file a report via email to the published email address with a lot of information on November 5th, and 15 days later, nobody's responded to it. And then the deputy that talks to me on the phone tells me, well, gee, it takes us 30 days to get back to these battery complaints. Now, battery is technically a violent crime, right? It's laying hands on is the definition of battery.
There's different layers.
Yeah, there's
of
different
battery,
layers, but
right.
should it take 30 days to respond by the sheriff of Washoe County to a complaint of battery by a public official?
I don't know. Yeah.
There is no defense, really.
Yeah, I don't know why you said that.
It's an indefensible position,
I don't know. Yeah.
unless you're a Democrat. But then men are women and women are men, and you can choose your gender. Fuck that.
No comment when it comes to politics.
That's not politics, that's just chromosomes.
Well,
It's unfortunately it's become politics, but it's chromosomes.
yeah, I can't discuss that kind of stuff.
I know, but like I said, it's an indefensible position, in my opinion, that it takes 30 days to respond to a battery complaint.
Yeah, I'm not sure why that, whatever that's
Yeah, like I said, I just want to do the report. I don't expect anything to happen because I believe the system's corrupt. So I'm just following through with the process of the system to see where it's broken.
Well,
Got a lot of work to do, don't I?
the only thing that I do know, which I don't know why it's this way, but from what my understanding in the state of Nevada, that it's from what I just heard, the bits and pieces I heard. I was on the phone with someone, but it sounds like it would be what's considered a simple battery, which is a misdemeanor battery. So, to which,
Thank you so much.
at whatever point that when it comes to
Thank
like
you so
a
much.
misdemeanor not occurring in the
Yeah.
presence of an officer, that the victim has to be willing to sign a citation.
I signed it digitally. When I emailed it in, I signed it digitally.
Oh, no, there's an official citation.
Yeah, but Nevada revised statutes creates digital signatures being official signatures. There's a law about that. And so all that I'm saying is I did the steps, nobody called me back, and now I just feel like I was dismissed by the deputy that was talking to me on the phone. So I just,
don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't
Yeah.
know if the call dropped. I don't know. I don't know what
Yeah.
happened. I would hope they didn't just hang up on you. I don't know, but so
it's what it is.
yeah. But in the citation I'm talking about, it's kind of like it would be along the lines of the same kind of citation we get for a speeding ticket. It's a citation.
Citizen's arrest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah, that's statute.
So,
But it is what it is.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I just want government to work for everybody. My belief is government doesn't work for everybody right now. But, you know, that's an opinion.
I'm not gonna say I disagree, but
It's hard not to, isn't it? Unfortunately, we see a lot of things now that we never used to see.
right?
All because of these little things.
Yeah.
And maybe it was there before, maybe it wasn't. You know, in my opinion, this last 5 years, it's gotten a lot worse than what it was before.
We all have a video camera in our hands
Yeah.
everywhere we go now.
Yeah.
So.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Yeah, 'cause you've been here for a long time. 'Cause you and I have talked a few times over the
Here a
years.
little over 20 years.
Yeah. Well, and you and I have been talking for the last, every few years, over 20 years.
Probably.
I bet. When did you come back?
I try to be reasonable,
Yeah, you'll-
provide good customer service. And
Well, you got hurt and then you got stuck doing this.
here we are. So, and even when I was on the street, I tried to do the same, provide good customer service, and do my job to the best of my ability.
Yeah.
I always believed in it. You know?
But still, I'd like to have a supervisor more, since, like I said, this is a county employee, a deputy district attorney, a man with tremendous power in our system. It's probably better to start it with the person at the top
Sorry.
and have them accountable, as opposed to trying to force the person at the bottom to take the report and then have to deal with me and ignore the issue, when it's really the person at the top
Thank you.
that's either giving the go-ahead or saying, leave it alone, right?
Well, unfortunately, we know that that's not how it works.
I know that's not how it works, but isn't that the logical way to do it? Because the person at the top is the one the voters have to answer to. It has to answer to the voters, right? So shouldn't that person be responsible for their department's actions? You would really like to think it worked that way, wouldn't you? That's why you should vote for me if you live in Assembly 40.
What Assembly 40 is.
Southeast, Washoe, Story County, and Carson. So if you live in Pleasant Valley, Washoe Valley, anything on the east side of 395, basically, going up north to just about Sparks.
I live in Lyon.
Oh, and you're outside. That's Assembly, I think that was 39, Ken Gray's old district.
Okay.
Yeah, because Ken Gray just got a promotion by Trump.
She can't pull it.
Yeah.
Just left.
That's my district.
Okay, yeah, so you've got a new assemblyman that they just appointed.
They have one, yes.
It's like the
Check and see how he voted this special session and see if you like what he voted. Then you know what to do next November.
Unfortunately, I'm not the greatest at doing like a lot of homework because I'm pretty busy with kids and family.
Yeah, life.
Chrome or Firefox, those two work well with that website. In her email.
But anyways, yeah, if you could let a supervisor know that I'd like to have them meet me too, that would be most appreciated. And like I said, that takes the new guy off the chance of fucking up. Because let's be honest, that's what I catch people doing. And if we just take away the chance of fucking up, there's less chance that the video will be really good. And if we just do the right thing, the video will be bad and nobody will watch it because there's no problems. See, it's pretty logical, right? But yeah, if we could get a supervisor, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you.
Drew,
Oh, good, you're here.
how are you, sweetheart?
I was just asking for a supervisor.
Shake your hand.
Yeah, absolutely.
How's it going?
I just got hung up on.
Do you need my business card or me to identify myself again?
Well, we know who you are. Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you. You've always been cool with me, don't you?
Yeah, we had a good time.
So, Stege, did you see the video?
Before you, I don't know why you're here exactly yet. Are you going, I heard you're running for something?
I am.
What are you running for?
Is it okay if I reach in my pocket? Don't shoot me?
Got my hands right here.
Okay. I'm just.
This
I
is
don't- I
Deputy
don't-
Sanchez. What's your commission number?
5117.
Yeah, he's hanging out with me this afternoon.
I'm running for Assembly 40. You didn't hang up on me, did you?
I don't answer the phones downstairs.
Oh, okay, because a
Blind
deputy
guys.
called me, and he said something that I thought was stupid, that it takes 30 days to respond to a battery report, and I said, that's silly. And all of a sudden, the line went dead. So I don't know if maybe he was going, let's give him the benefit, he was going through a dead spot.
Is that what you're here for? Or?
Well, I emailed, I wouldn't have had to show up if the email would have been answered. So November.
Who'd you email?
Sheriff Webb at, here, I'll show you. And I can just forward it to you if you want to forward.
Oh, let's just talk it all out first. Let me hear the whole context of what's going on, and I'm going to give you my honest opinion on what I think.
So November 5th, 2025 at 9:13 a.m.
Can I read your email? You want to read the email, or you want to tell me verbally what's going on?
Well,
What do you prefer?
the email is very long and detailed and has all of the case law, the facts. Oh, here's a picture of DDA Stege. And this is where his hand is down. This is where he lifted his hand up, and this is where he committed battery by touching me as I entered an elevator. And then he committed battery a second time in front of the deputy. This is again where he's touching me the second time. He crossed in front of the deputy. I was standing at the far side, right? You're standing over there, and you crossed in front of you, and basically take your bag and lift it up. I'm not going to approach it because this is what Stege did to me. It pushes my camera, touches me. Definition of battery. Would have been assault if I just had to move away, but
You injured at all?
I'm already injured from I got rear-ended by a semi-truck.
Staging interview creating.
I don't, well, I first,
It's trying. I wasn't
he
there.
caused me additional pain. I'm already suffering from an injury being rear-ended by a semi-truck.
It's not good for a tow truck driver.
No, it makes it,
Owner of a tow truck company.
I'm a tow truck
It's
driver.
busy season for you too coming up.
No, I moved anyways.
Anyways, all right.
Back to this, so.
Yeah, quit distracting me. Get that too.
The report is Amos Stege committed the crime of battery on October 22nd in the courthouse elevator after we were leaving Judge Breslow's courtroom. And I was recording. I had a media pass access approved by the judge. So I was recording in the courtroom the Stuart Hanty hearing. Because
I thought that was all done. Is there a new
oh
one?
no, this is even cooler. This is
I don't want to go into all that, but I know there's a new one. I didn't know he was still around.
well, they're trying to revoke his stuff. They're saying that he's been harassing his father's caregiver. His father's been dead since 2006.
Huh. Okay.
Anyways, that's,
Yeah, I'm unaware of all that.
yeah, but how do you harass somebody's caregiver that's been dead since 19 years ago?
So
Anyways.
what happens after the?
So we just get in the elevator, and he, like I said, he lifts his hand, tries to block me from entering the elevator, touches me, and then when I'm in the elevator, he comes across the elevator and attacking me like the video shows and the picture that I just shared with you show. So,
Attacking or touching? What do we do?
well, battery is an unwanted touching, right?
Well, words are very important.
And it puts
Words are very
it puts
important.
me in fear.
And I learned this from actually you, that words are important and they carry weight.
Yes.
So when you say something, it's incumbent upon the person you're talking to have an understanding of what's being communicated before they can make an informed decision. So you said touching one time, then you said attacking. What are we actually talking about?
Well, why don't we just do this?
You'd agree there's a kind of a difference, right?
Well, attacking, when I was entering the elevator, okay, so here I am entering the elevator, his hand is down, right?
Okay.
And this camera took the pictures. As I enter the elevator, he
This
was,
is cool. This is a cool.
yeah, it gets everything.
Is that 4K? Like
It's
like 180?
yeah, 360. It's the world. It gets the ceiling to the
You used to wear
floor.
used to wear the GoPro.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
now this is an upgrade.
This is a lot better.
Are you going pro?
Hey, I'm just a self-proclaimed journalist, man.
Oh, I think you're a bit more than that.
No, that's what the judge said.
Well, I'm not the judge.
Well, hey, we gotta listen to the judge.
All right.
We gotta give them their anyways, so Stepping in the elevator, his hand is down. He lifted his hand to try to prevent me from entering the elevator, making contact. Definition of battery.
I'm not gonna go back.
But then, once I was in the elevator, he comes across from the back corner of the elevator. And why don't we can we show it right here?
Okay.
Washoe 6152 10-8 FAR.
Like I said, you guys have this in your...
Testing 10-4, are you going to be back on your area check? Negative, you can clear it, check's
So we're in the
okay.
elevator. Standing in between us. Here I am at the far side. And he crosses the elevator in front of the deputy, trying to push me back, forcing me to twist and turn and evade his contact. Minimum assault, definition of battery, because he made physical contact.
That's the totality of the video.
Well, there's more, but the problem is I'm in a lawsuit with Washoe County. So I sent a litigation hold.
Are you suing me? Am I
No,
listening?
actually, I moved the Washoe County Sheriff's Deputy that was in the lawsuit originally.
I didn't even know. Sometimes, you know.
Well, I had three
Sometimes I
deputies.
show up and I don't know.
Well, I had 3 deputies that went to the library and forced me out and did some other things and detained me and made me give them my ID. And so I put them in the lawsuit, but I removed them from the lawsuit subsequently.
Our library encounter went differently though. if I remember
It did, it went good.
It
You made the problems go away. You didn't close the library to the public.
All right, so we're going to talk about this here. Okay, we're going to have an adult two-way conversation about what I just saw on video there. And I'm going to give you my opinion. I'll allow you to tell me your opinion, and then we're going to be done.
Fair enough.
Okay?
Well, I just want the report in because I'm going to do other
The
things.
definition of battery isn't unlawful touching. That's a misnomer. It's unlawful force.
Yes.
If I walk up to him on the street and I say, hey, can I help you with that? I just touched him without his permission. I didn't use any force on him. Holding up a briefcase in front of your camera, even if it makes touching your hand or your camera, in my opinion, as a commissioned law enforcement officer, does not constitute a battery. All right? I know you're going to disagree, and I respect the fact that you disagree with that, but that is my final decision based on what I just saw on the video. that you showed me.
Will you read the email and the report that I sent along with the case law? Because I'm relying on the judges and the courts and the case law to determine what is battery, what is assault. So I'm not just going off of what is my opinion, I'm going off of what have the courts said in the past.
I get that.
And that way, because without good case law, you can't make a good legal case against somebody, right?
Yes. Well, it depends.
And if you've got good legal
And you
case.
absolutely can, because the NRS is generated from case law.
Right, but
So
if
when I
you-
read the final NRS, that is what the legislature has finally passed and signed into law, and what we go by, the battery by statute. And the one for battery says unlawful use of force upon a person, and it goes on for more serious.
But what does assault say? It puts me in, was I in fear of being touched? Did I have to move to evade him?
I believe it
So-
says would a reasonable person be in fear, and I don't believe with that a reasonable person would be in fear
I was
of
in
being
fear.
touched.
Well, no, why would I move if I wasn't in fear?
Like I said, I know you're not going to agree.
That's
That's
right.
my interpretation of the law, and you know I'm a straight shooter, and I go by what I believe in the NRS. I took the oath. I'm a work for the elected official of Washoe County. I believe in what I do, and I believe in upholding the law. The fact that I know you, and we've always had a very good relationship, and I respect what you do, and I respect you as a member of the community, I'm not going to change the way I would handle this for any other citizens, which would be if I went to a call, and it was a misdemeanor battery call, and that citizen showed me a video, I'm not willing to take legal action based on that. And that's the
what I
law.
expected.
If I went to Lemon Valley on a call and someone showed me that, I'm not going to come back to the office and research case law and everything else based on emotions and how I feel about it. I'm going to interpret the law. That's my responsibility. And you know that there's repercussions to that. If I have to answer for that, I'm willing to go on the stand and say, this is exactly what I told Drew. You got me on tape, so I'm not going to hide from
He's
my
got me on tape.
responses.
That's running, right?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Yeah, by policy, any contact with citizens. So if I do get called on it, I'm going to go up there, and you know that I'm a straight shooter, and you know that I believe in what I'm saying. And I'm sorry that we have this disagreement. Hopefully, it doesn't affect our relationship in the future, and we can continue to have
I always try to be
meaningful
polite.
conversations.
Have I ever been unpolite? Have you ever seen me be unpolite to anybody?
But not to me. I haven't seen all your interactions.
But on the ones you've seen on my videos, am I ever rude to anybody really? I ask hard questions.
You know,
But are they rude?
Well, again, you have a definition of assault. People have a definition of rude.
Right, but you're not answering that.
Well,
Okay.
some people, not me, but some people in the public may consider having a camera put very close to them an uncomfortable feeling, and may consider you being rude.
That's a
I
close
don't.
camera. That one's, you gotta get that one out of my face.
Right.
Why are you shoving that in my face? See, that's the.
We have been told that. We are told that constantly when we go to someone's house that calls us
Isn't it
there.
silly?
They say you're recording, you're being rude. We say that's the law. So it depends on your definition. That's why we talk about words are very important. Definitions are
I agree.
important. Right? So I've never seen you be rude. You've always been professional with me, and I've always enjoyed our conversations, especially with talking about legal stuff. We're talking about other stuff.
Yeah, let's go
Remember we
talk
talked down
about
at BCC for about a half hour?
Let's go
on
talk
something?
about other shit, yeah.
Yeah.
But here's my perception of Washoe County Sheriffs. It's not on you, it goes to the top, or it's the whole culture.
241 Washoe.
Yeah, it's just anyways.
Without cover at this time.
What happened with my report of Library Director Jeff Scott when he trespassed me from the library and laid hands on me? I mean, there's a whole lawsuit about it, but what did the Washoe County Sheriff's Department do with that report? They buried it and they shit-canned it and they waited for the statute of limitations to expire. Because I've got lots of documentation where I came in, filed the report, did things, and I expect the same thing to happen with this. Because really what I see in government is I'm accountable. In my business, the DMV's written me $21,000 in fines in 2022. Again, that's the whole thing that started this camera bullshit. They write me all these fines for these fake laws that never existed before. And you know what we're gonna have on December 4th, 2025? We're gonna have a hearing with the DMV to determine whether they were properly issued citations. We're not gonna resolve the citations they issued. We're just gonna have a hearing to determine if the DMV acted properly. 3 years ago, writing me these citations based on seized documents, based on no complaints, based on a brand new fake law, ad hoc rules that they're enforcing. So my opinion of government agencies in general, whether it's the Washoe County Sheriff's Office, that shit cans the Library Director Jeff Scott's complaint, to the DMV, to this issue, to me, looking at Stuart Hanty, the retired Highway Patrol, so watch yourself in the future, retired sheriff, retired chief of the,
What does that mean?
well, he was a Mineral County Sheriff, wasn't he, Stuart?
No, but watch yourself. What do you?
Well, what I see with the system in general is the system goes and attacks people and makes up fake accusations.
Oh, you're saying that we may be subject to same in the future.
Yeah, so keep your recordings. Protect yourself. And that's how I'm surviving in this situation, because right now I'm under a gag order. I can't do certain things according to Judge Ann Traum because the attorneys facing me are so brave for facing me. Just a pro se litigant that's a tow truck driver versus this army of attorneys that are paid for by the government.
As often happens in our conversations, Mr. Rebar, you ventured into territory that I know nothing about the DMV hearings or anything about that, and so I can't be put on the back foot and.
No, I'm not trying to
give an
put you,
opinion
or make
or
you
something.
put an opinion out there. I'm just saying these are the things that form my views and my opinions. And wrapping back around to Stuart Hanty, here's a retired law enforcement guy. Obviously had some issues with Roger Hilligus and trying to help his mom, and that whole fiasco. And here you have the district attorney's office using affidavits from some unknown people that they won't reveal, saying that he is harassing his father's caregiver, but his father's been dead for almost 20 years.
Well, it sounds.
So things like that just
I'm really
make
glad I'm not
zero
wrapped up in
sense.
that one at all.
It's crazy.
But I do know Mr. Hanty because I spent a little bit of time talking to him during the prior issue, and again I had decent conversations with him. I don't think he holds a grudge against me.
No.
And he also knows that I say what I believe and what my interpretation of law is, and I'm willing to, like I said, if it doesn't go my way in the future, then I will say I was wrong.
Yeah.
And I'll admit that I'm not going to change what I said. This is my decision, and I can't change
Yeah, no,
it.
I understand where you're coming from. I
So-
appreciate you taking the report. Now the report's in. Do you want to see the email? You want me to send the email to you, or you want to go look at it where it's never going to be seen again? Just my opinion.
We took a report?
No, there has been no report taken.
Right,
So-
so you said the report is in, there is no report in.
So how do I get this
You could,
report filed? How do I get it in? Because like I said, I've already sent it.
but I'm telling you, we're not taking, you can do an online report, but it's not,
But nothing will occur with it. Nothing will happen with it.
I would have done a fact crime. So no, we're not gonna investigate further based on
Okay.
the evidence, which is.
So, but if, just a second, so if I had reached across the elevator and done the same thing to Stuart Hansey in front of the deputy, what would you do?
No, we're not,
If-
we're not,
if-
we're
no,
not
no, what
involving
would
my
you
guy.
do if
Nah,
you're-
no,
if
no,
you're-
no, that's not fair.
It's
No, you're
totally
cheating.
fair.
No, you're cheating.
How
We're
am I
having a
cheating?
conversation.
How am I
You
cheating?
know how this works.
Well, what would you have done if you're a deputy and you're guarding the deputy district attorney and you got a guy in the elevator with you that the deputy district attorney is putting his plea deals?
The guy I'm guarding, what do you mean? Like a
Well,
prisoner?
No,
Or an inmate?
no, the deputy was guarding DDA Stege.
No, he wasn't.
Why was he standing between me and Stege?
Because he was taking the elevator down.
Why did the other deputy not ride the elevator down with us, but instead went around?
I don't know, but deputies take
There were,
elevators.
no, there were two deputies that went down, and they were aligning with, I've got the video,
Okay.
and you guys have the videos too.
Mm-hmm.
So, why did the deputy
If I
not
was-
do anything?
If I was there and you walked in, you walked up to Amos Stege and you said, Amos can ask you a question.
No.
And that's what you did? I
No,
would say that's not crime.
if I, and I'm not gonna approach you, if I went across like this, what would you have done?
Well,
Because that's what he did.
in those First Amendment audits, which you do, if you get close to someone and you have the camera up and they don't feel uncomfortable, they feel like in danger, I would tell them the same thing. A reasonable person would not take that as an assault or a battery.
I'm just saying.
And
that
like I
the-
told you, I would play across the board. The fact that you're Drew Rebar and the fact that you film and the fact that we have these conversations doesn't change the way I feel any more than if it was the governor of the state of Nevada was the other half of the party. If you don't enforce the laws the same for every single member of the community, it loses its meaning. And I'm not going to venture into that. I've done 21
That's-
years. I got another 2 months to go, and I've never broken that pattern. And I'm not going to break it
Congratulations.
now.
When you're done, call me, we'll have a beer. Then you could be off the record.
Where you're not going to see me is at BCC or out doing those things. But I haven't changed, and I'm not going to change now, Drew. So I apologize that you're not going to feel satisfied after this meeting, but
Oh, I never feel
I
satisfied.
appreciate you being courteous and coming up and having this conversation, okay?
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. And like I said, seriously, once you're done wearing the uniform,
There's a lot of things I want to forget.
but then you're
And move
free.
on.
Then you're free to talk too, though.
I won't probably change, Drew, you know me.
Because you're gonna Tom Green's attitude.
Like I said, there's things I want to discuss at any point. Is there anything else I can do for you
No,
today?
I accomplished what we needed to accomplish, and
Okay.
we're at where we're at, and I've done my deal and documented it, and now I can move forward and keep
Okay.
doing what I'm doing to
Fair enough.
solve the problems. And
Good luck with the election.
Well, vote for me. I'll make
I
laws
don't,
to
it's
restrict the
Reno,
government.
right? Reno Assembly or State Assembly? What do you?
It's Nevada, state of
Okay.
Nevada.
All right.
So
Well, I appreciate you.
just try to make laws to
Nice meeting you.
work the government out.
And if you got
Make it
nothing else-
accountable.
Rick, is there anything else we need to do before Mr. Grubar is done?
No, I'm good.
Okay. All right, we're
Okay.
good.
You
You know,
guys
it's a
have a
public
good-
area. You can leave whenever you want. You can stay and film if you want. It's up to you.
Thank you. Can I ask you a couple questions?
No, not today.
Well, I understand that my name was on a list that you created. Is that kind of like Lindsay Liddell's list that my name is on? Why won't you answer questions about that? You hate the First Amendment, the Constitution? Because it seems like you're trying to silence me. Or is that Chris Hicks' deal? You know, I'm a candidate for office, right?